So, my Elgato arrived. Couldn't afford a new one, so I just went to CEX online, ordered myself a second-hand one. It was only about £45. It's not the HD60 or the HD60S. I think it's maybe the base original one. It will do HD, but you're gonna have to put up with 30 frames a second like console peasants. I'm very sorry. If you can live with that, I will be eternally grateful. So, giving it a try, I didn't expect amazing races. It was more just going to be test footage, but I actually got 3 amazing races just in the lobby. They weren't huge, about 10 drivers in each one, but yeah, 2 races at Dragon Trail, which is the fictional Croatian track, and 1 at Monza, because hey, the Formula 1 circus has just been there. So for the qualifying session, I've managed to put it on pole with 1:19.5. Not the best time out there, I'm sure plenty of you can do much better. Just adjust my seat. Although having the fastest time meant diddly squat because the rules of the room, I think it was just random placement, so I've been put in 4th position. Everyone's in Formula 1 liveries. I just chose mine because it looked a bit different, and I've never actually had to do a proper start in this sort of super formula, so yeah, I absolutely just light up the rear wheels and everybody passes me, so I've got it all to do. I'm down to 7th place, but this does mean usually you can just watch everyone wreck at the first corners and make up a few places. So through the first chicane, the silk cut car's just going to nudge him off. That's 1 place. Following the cars through, I can usually make up a place here. Being careful, accidentally give Little Mantrox 1 a little bump. One of the Ferraris has gone there, so that's another place. I'm already up into 5th position. Still just getting my head round the whole setup of my steering wheel. I was spending the practice session adjusting the brake force on, because I've got the Fanatec steering. As you can see there, I was actually trying to press the boost button, but accidentally changed my view. So that just gives you some idea of how I'm still a little bit rough around the edges here. It takes me a couple laps to settle in. Good example there, as I just bang the barrier through the chicane of death. Silk cut guy does worse. I make up a place there, but now I've got the the tough nuts to crack, and they are all Italian, so... And again, I'm off. Foot down, overtake button. Yeah, I think the guy ahead's running the Antoine Hubert livery, the sort of pink Formula 2 BWT Renault scheme, sort of the old Racing Point Force India colours. Very fitting, sort of very nice tribute livery to him. Hey, I missed the apex again. I'm so rough around the edges. I'm sort of making decent time, but in the practice session I was kind of nailing it, but suddenly in the race it all just felt a little bit different, as if maybe the tyres have to heat up, but I'm not sure because I think the room owners set it so that the tyres don't actually degrade, I think, because I'm not seeing any red lines on my tyre, on the tyre diagram in the bottom left corner. So making fastest sector, pretty easy, seeing as nobody else has put in a decent fastest lap yet, seeing we're only on lap 2. Do I hit this apex? Nearly. I'm going to give myself that. That was good enough. And we're making up good time, and we've left 5th place behind us by about 5-6 seconds. And say this, the Italian guy, not so magic. He's putting a 1:18.5, faster than I put around this track yet. Although they've made a mistake at the front, and that's not so magic. So I am up into 3rd place. I don't know what happened there with his Sauber livery just pointing the wrong way. So that's got me up into the podium places, and now I can really start to push. It's brought the race back to me a bit. say through the S's, I think I suffer a little bit of understeer there. I can feel it in the steering wheel. It sort of starts to vibrate when you get understeer in Gran Turismo Sport. Racing down to the little Monaco-esque section. Do I get... Yep, so that's nice and clean. Through the chicane of death, which you can really cut the chicanes on. You don't receive penalties for it, so, you know, guys can make the most of it. And it's where joypad drivers really seem to struggle, because you have to be so precise, and with a steering wheel you can just make those fine adjustments much more easily than the joypad players, who often end up just twitching everywhere, and they'll often clip that inside barrier. Even worse on the last lap when the pressure's really on you to get through. I'm going to move to the outside. I go for the... He's going to cover the inside. Get the cutback. It's side by side. I'm going to give him space. Try and be respectful. I've got the place. I can sense he's going to make a dive attack. He does. In games, I just expect it. In real life, you might be a bit more reserved, but in a game, I can just feel, yeah, he's going to do that. And if I go to cover it or go to block him, there'll just be impact. So I'd rather just let him go through, and I'll get him back on the next straight. So again, I've caught him up nice and early. He goes to cover. I take the outside line, which doesn't come off, unfortunately. He's held the place, and he's even gotten away a little bit through the chicane of death again. I think he's got a steering wheel. He is nowhere near as twitchy as some of the other drivers. Nice and smooth through there. And Michaelo, he's made a mistake. Ooh. Is it going to come off? Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, powering down towards the start-finish line to start lap number 5. It's a three-way battle for the lead. We've left everybody else behind. Team Albertini's going to cover the right. He's moving over left. I've gone to the left. I'm going to chop back. He's covered the inside line, but again, and I'm going to go around the outside of it. He's giving me a little nudge, and as we're fighting Michaelo has taken the lead back. What a battle for the lead. And Albertini's going to go for it, and are they going to make contact? No, and I think Michaelo's just nudged Albertini off there. I'm not sure. But now it's just down to Michaelo, 1989, and myself through the S's. I'm trying to stick with him close. To lose a little bit of grip on the front wing, maybe, I'm not sure. I'll dive to the inside. Got the place, but he gives me a little nudge, a little bit naughty of him as he gets the cutback. He just nudges me onto the grass, a little bit naughty of him. Through the chicane of death again. This is where he messed up last time. I've been clean through here every single lap. I don't find that corner much of a problem anymore with the decent steering wheel setup I've got. Caught right back up with him, and I've still got a quarter of my overtake. Bar left, so make the most of that, Cammie. Final lap. He's got it all to do. He's got to keep me behind, and ooh, that space was running out, wasn't it? Got the lead. He's just going to give me a little nudge here. I sort of don't feel like I blocked him, but I'm also not sure where I could have gone. I just held my line. I think he turned into me a little bit. Suspecting he might dive up the inside, I take the inside line, really get the apex at the cost of speed, but I'd rather just keep him behind me at that point. Say, this is not a place to overtake. He just needs to sort of hunker down behind me through the S's. About 0.18 seconds behind me, and I'm going to hold the inside line, and I'm going to try and do it so slowly that I don't leave the gap, but the gap's come back. He's on the grass. Can I get back at him? No. We'll see if he makes a mistake. He's clipped the barrier, but I have to let off the throttle a little bit to stop myself going into him, to give myself a run to the final corner. He's going to hold the inside line. I don't know why I didn't go to the inside line. I tried to get him round the outside, and it sort of works, but it doesn't. He gives me a little nudge again, a little bit naughty of him, but again, perfectly acceptable in a race, and I have to settle for second. So what was going to be just test footage actually turned out to be a phenomenal race. thank you very much for watching. I did of course mention that there was a Monza race as well, and that will be my next upload. The video just getting a bit long, so I thought it would make more sense to upload that as its own video as I go into my first karting experience at Buckmore Park. So you have that to look forward to, if nothing else. Take care, and I hope to see you on the track.